Hello, we're going to wait just a couple minutes for a couple more people to join.
By yourself as well.
Good afternoon, everyone. Chris Martin here, co-CEO at Oaktree Funding. Hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for joining us for our webinar. I want to introduce Owen Wakeman, good friend of mine and senior account executive here at Oaktree Funding. He's going to give you guys a lot of great information on our DSCR loan program and how you guys can create more opportunities for yourselves and for your clients. And with that, without any further ado, I'm going to leave it to Owen. Thanks a lot, Owen.
Okay, thank you, Chris. So DSCR loans. DSCR loans are awesome, and they are hands down the best way for your garden variety borrower to buy investment properties. They are super simple, super fast. Almost everybody qualifies. Realtors love hearing about them. If I was an LO, I'd be out running around telling every realtor I know about DSCR loans. Like I said, they're super fast. I just got one CTC in 12 days. I think we got them even done faster than that. They're super simple. There's no income, no employment, no rent. So that makes them super fast. There's very little to verify. There's no TRID, anything like that. The loan is simply based on your credit score of your borrower, the down payment, and the DSCR number. and I'll get into what the DSCR number is in a little bit. Just some kind of basic items and rules for DSCR loans. You need to own a primary residence. We do make exceptions periodically for people that don't, but the general rule is you need to own a primary residence. This can be your first investment property, your 15th, or your 50th. It doesn't make any difference. We also allow gifts to purchase investment properties. They do have to own a primary. We will allow a gift as long as the borrower contributes 10% of their own funds and have the reserves in their own funds. The remainder can be a gift. Our max LTV is 80, and we allow short-term rentals as well. And these rates are great. I'm constantly quoting rates in the 7s, which I think is just a fraction above your conforming agency rates. If you have something, kind of an iffy scenario, I recommend sending it in. We are super good at doing DSCR loans. I think we do like $1 billion of DSCR loans a year. We're super good at it. We're going to figure out a way to make it work. That being said, let's take a look at some slides. So like I said, this is really your best bet for your garden variety borrower to buy their first investment property. Doesn't matter if it's a long-term rental, going to be an Airbnb or was an Airbnb, this is perfect for doing that. DSCR loan, basically the whole premise is your borrower qualifies, like I said, by their credit score, the down payment, and the ratio between what the property rents for and what the payment is. And we'll get into how that's calculated in a minute. Like I said, we kind of just covered that. Basically, to make a real simple example, let's say your mortgage payment, PITIA, is $1,000. If your rent is $1,100 a month, that'd be a DSCR of 1.1, which is good. The higher the DSCR, the better. We will go down to a 0.75 and still do loans for people. That would mean your payment would be $1,000 and your rent is only $750. We will still do those for people. But that is ultimately how you calculate the DSCR. We will do pretty much any property type, 1 to 4 units, single family, condos, non-warrantable condos. We even do them on 5 to 8 units. That's not up there, but we do DSCR loans on those. Max LTV for the 5 to 8 unit is 75. Market rent, like I had indicated, will go down to a 0.75, meaning the rent is less than your mortgage payment, and we'll still do the loan for your borrower. The way it works is we're going to take the lesser of the 1007, the rent schedule as performed by the appraiser, or the actual rent. So on a purchase, we go off the 1007. On a refi, we'll take the lesser of actual or the market rent determined by the appraiser. We will do these even if they have a 30-day late. We'll even do them with 2 30-day lates. We do, for most of them, under $500,000 loan amount, we do require 3 months reserves. 500,000 to $1 million, we need 6 months reserves. We'll go up to 80%, like I indicated. And we do cash out refinances on these all the time. On a cash out refinance, not only do you need no income, no employment, no rent on the 1003, you need no assets, because we will use the cash out to act as your reserves. So it's really a skeleton 1003, name, address, social, and that's about it. Liabilities, and that's it. There's no cap on the amount of financed properties they have. Like I said, this can be their first investment property or their 50th. It doesn't make any difference. Most of these loans close in an LLC. We do that all the time. It doesn't make a difference if you want to or not. The pricing is the same. And there's an interest-only option available. And that interest-only we qualify the DSCR based on the interest-only payment, not the fully amortized payment. So that helps people, get above a 1 or a 1.1 DSCR to improve your pricing. We do that all the time. So if you would like more information, there's Anastasia's email up there, but my phone number is 480-801-6822. If you have anybody has any questions, you can ask your AE. If you're not approved with Oaktree, you can call me. It's super easy to get approved. Like I mentioned before, we are super good at doing DSCR loans. We do a ton of them. We do them super fast. If you have anything that's iffy, send it in, call me, we can discuss it. Like I said, our rates are just a fraction above agency rates. Like I said, I'm quoting rates in the 7s for these all the time. If you have any questions, call me or email me, owakeman@oaktreefunding.com. What data do you use for short-term rental for the ratio? We can do a couple different things. When you order the appraisal, you can request the short-term, that the appraiser does it as a short-term rental. Another thing you can do is if you're buying a property that was a short-term rental, we would just need a 12-month ledger from Airbnb or VRBO or whoever they had it listed with, and we'll use that income to qualify them on the DSCR. Same thing if you're doing a refinance and you have it listed on Airbnb, we'll take a 12-month history from Airbnb and use that ratio to calculate the DSCR. Let's see if there's any other questions. Yes, you can buy the rate down. We allow a full % buy down. Foreign nationals are kind of iffy. That's a great question. I'm not really sure if we're doing DSCR loans for foreign nationals, frankly. You can send me an email and I'll find out for you. But I think that's all for the questions. Would you do a successful agent that does not own a property? They don't own a primary. We can do that. There are certain criteria in order to be able to do a DSCR loan for somebody that does not own a primary. The property has to be a certain mile away from where they're currently living. The investment property has to be not quite as nice as where they're living. So there's a couple different things. We need a good letter of explanation. So yes, it is possible for us to do that. Phone number 480-801-6822. And my email address is owakeman, W-A-K-E-M-A-N @oaktreefunding.com. But just to kind of reiterate, we do tons of these loans. We're super good at it. If you have a question or you don't really understand it or you want me to go over something, all you have to do is call me or email me. I'm happy to walk you through the scenario, help you submit it. We can price it. We can do whatever you want. But we'll do everything in our power to get it funded. He lives in his mother's killer beach pad. Send it over. What states can we do the DSCR? We're licensed in most states, so pretty much any state. Maine. I don't think we're licensed in Maine. I don't think we're licensed in Maine. I don't do any loans there. So possibly not Maine. Florida, absolutely. We do tons of DSCR loans there. Well, if there's no more questions. Interest only, absolutely. And like I said, we do the DSCR figure off of the interest only payment, not the fully amortized payment. What about the LO? Does it have to be licensed in other states? We do allow many states where you can do a DSCR loan and not be licensed in that state. All you have to do is call me or email me to get a list of those states. That all the time.
We are licensed in Maine.
We are licensed in Maine. Excellent. To that question, yes, there are prepayment penalties anywhere from 1 to 5 years, unless the state prohibits prepayment penalties. LTV reduction, I don't know what that means. Somebody's asking a question, I don't really understand it. Sorry, last state I have one right now for MO, Missouri. We're not licensed in Missouri. We were at one time and we are not any longer. Is it the same 20% for condos? Yes. 20% down. LTV reductions for interest only. No LTV reduction for interest only. If anybody has specific questions or a scenario or wants pricing, call me 480-801-6822 or send me an email with your scenario, owakeman@oaktreefunding.com. I don't know if there's any more questions. Negative? Okay. Well, thank you very much. I hope that was informative. And if you need anything, call me.